I'm ready. Players are ready, Ben. And our production crew is ready as well. That's the way you have to build it up. That's the way you kill those dying seconds. I'm still a little bit blown away, Ben, by the performance of Jim in the last game. And Hard has played a really excellent TVP today. And the way that he opened on Belcher, I really don't think that was a poor opening. I didn't even feel his execution was that bad. It was just Jim making the Jim possible.
That build seems so ironclad, man. He just doesn't take damage from harass. I kind of think a better way to play against that, and this is just blind theory craft, would be to play kind of a macro opening and then try to hit a timing as he's starting that Phoenix production. But
yeah, but that's
even that sounds hard.
You know, the thing is Force Field Colossus.
Yeah,
Field
just one Colossus
Rogue
keeps you safe against all of that.
And of course, this was, you know, Belcher is very different than what we saw earlier today, Ackland. Either way, we could talk a little bit more about how it goes in this map as well, after Ben is going to go ahead and introduce the players.
Sure. Down here in the bottom right, we've got the Red Protoss player.
You know why I like that? Because I can just tell you to do it, and you do it. I like it when you have to listen to it.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. I like it when you tell me what to do, big boy.
Damn right, baby girl.
In the bottom left. In the bottom left, it's the Blue Terra player. It's Axiom Heart. And so what if like there was like a weird like tank push? Do you think that would work?
No, hard to say. I would really.
I guess Phoenixes are kind of good against that anyway.
It's more that, you know, how you're going to get the tanks in the range of the Colossus, and it slows everything else down a little bit. Then it's hard to protect your medevacts because you have less units. The Phoenix is like that. You know, what I personally think is the best thing against Phoenix Colossus is a Terran maxing out on 200 supply with just like a lot of Vikings and a lot of bio units. That's it. And then you just get... no ghost. You
really?
tried... Well, you tried to either you decide whether you want to fight before Storm. You see how late Storm is with this build. Like if you go double Forge, Phoenix Colossus, Storm is damn late. He even gets charged before you get Storm. So I think taking a fight before Storm while being maxed out, and if Terran opens like double Command Center, well, like let's say no gas fast expand or Command Center first, Rex, and then another Command Center, they're gonna be able to max out way before Protoss does. Like you're gonna be able to have 200 supply on Medevac Viking Bio against a roughly 155, 160 supply Protoss Colossus Phoenix player. I think that might be your best moment to fight. But of course it depends a lot on the map, because you know, if it's very easy for Protoss player to drop force fields, then you could say it almost doesn't matter. But you know, I think that is the best thing to do. Or just very late game Mass Ghost Viking, but that's a different scenario.
Got a Reaper opening this time from Hart. Both these players scouting in the wrong directions initially, so neither knows what the other is up to. And it's going to work out. And by the time any scouting gets done, both players will have expansions.
This is a little nice for Jim, because Jim skipped the Zealot. So the only thing he would have to chase, or that he would have had to chase that Reaper, is the Mothership Core. As we all know, the Mothership Core is a lot slower than the Reaper, so he would have been forced to pull probes for a few seconds. Right now, by the time that the Reaper arrives, the Stalker will be done. So Jim catching a small break there, you know. Knowing Jim, he wouldn't have lost too many probes probably, but still, you know, having to deal with the Reaper early on is frustrating, and now he dodges that, that I wouldn't call it a bullet, but, you know, what is softer than a bullet, man? I want to say
paintball.
I want to say paintball, yeah, but then I thought like that's lame.
Dodges that racquetball.
A dodgeball.
Dodges the wrench. We dodge a wrench, we dodge a ball.
Reaper is going to hop into the main base once more, and hopefully for Hart he's going to get the scouting information he's looking for. He is going to find the Stargate, and that is everything he was looking for.
Confirms that, hey, I'm playing against Jim, and he is doing what Jim often does.
Triple Rex opening, man. That's, you know, might not be a bad idea either. Going for that crazy stim thing once more that he did earlier. Against someone with very few gateway units, which is of course what you have when you go Oracle, Phoenix, then Colossus. You don't have too many units to protect your Colossus. You know, something might be possible.
Yeah, this could work. The robotics facility is only now beginning. Oracle's going to make its way across the map. By the time it gets there, there's going to be so many Marines out. We see Marauders being produced as well, so Hart's going to do that exact same push that we saw from him earlier today.
Against Hero and Belcher, now Ben help me. Did Hero make his target as well that game? Because I'm kind of drawing a blank over here. I know that Hero went for up to Colossus, but I can't remember him opening Stargate.
I don't think that he did.
Too many PVTs today. We casted a lot of them. Anyways, Oracle is on the way for Jim. 39 pros for Jim right now against the 33 SCVs from Hart. There are enough Marines over here. He's getting a missile turret as well on the right moment. Go. Nope. One Marine is very brave.
He hates Oracles.
Oh man, Jim has to be sort of careful with his Oracle's a little bit trapped.
Wow.
Good defense here by Hart. Hart doesn't lose a single unit against his Oracle opening from Jim. You know, if he was already setting himself up for a little bit of a timing, Ben, this might be it. Jim, I think something that you normally don't like to do, because you need all your gas for Phoenix Colossus, you're going to have to wipe in some additional sentries, man. That's really what I felt Hero could have done.
There is no chance in the world of Jim defending this.
You know, with sentries, anything is possible. Sentries, Photon Overcharge.
You're right. Photon Overcharge is very good. I always tend to discount Photon Overcharge, but there are 2 of them at least.
Well, I think it's even more crazy than already making a Phoenix. It's just like Jim. No, Jim.
Now, there's no high ground vision. There's no medevacs or anything like that. So with good force fields and maybe an Immortal on the high ground.
I think it's more than fine. Force fields, those are good enough. The Immortal's very safe. Zealots will die. Okay, Jim is losing a lot of units over here, but Photon Overcharge is so good.
Immortal is going to fall. He does defend, so it's actually not a huge deal. I think he's fine sacrificing that Immortal to stay alive. Colossus is now on the way. There's enough energy for another Photon Overcharge, so I do think Jim's going to be just fine. And that push, while it looked a little bit scary, ultimately is easily dealt with, because Photon Overcharge is awesome against Bio.
And the force fields were really useful as well, like just buying a little bit of extra time, making it a little harder for those Bio units to connect. Because other than that, if you wouldn't have had any sentries, you would have been able to just walk in and ignore those units on the ramp and then walk into the main base and ignore Photon Overcharge.
I never expect Photon Overcharge to be that good. It's just so good. So good. And now the Nexus has 5 kills.
Thank you, Ben. You guys, if you didn't believe Ben, the Nexus had 5 kills. Still no 3rd command center for Hart, but more Rex is going down, so Hart is saying 2 bays all day, every day. Every day.
Jim taking his 3rd.
And actually, I think this is a very hard map to take a 3rd base, man. I've played 1 TVP here, where I had 3 observers. Actually, when I said Frost, I was thinking of the other map, not this one. I've played quite a bit on this map. What is the other sky map?
It starts with a K.
Polar or something?
It's
Polar?
Q.
You know the new map?
I know exactly. It's
where
like
half,
half snow and the other half is green.
No, that's Yongsu. I'm talking about... it's Polar something. There's a lot of airspace around the bases. I thought that was Frost, but actually, this map, I had 1 game against Terran where I had like 3-4 observers, and I still got dropped everywhere all the time, and I just couldn't keep track on this army, because this map, like this entire area, it covers actually, it gives you so much to cover that you have to worry about airspace on 3 different locations in between, and you have to worry about units running from here and from this little ramp. That made it really hard. But we'll see how Jim does it. Jim keeps surprising me.
Phoenixes will help, certainly. He's already caught 1 medevac and will lift and kill the Marines that unload from it. Or most of them, at least.
You don't want to lose Phoenixes against Marines. Doesn't do it. 1 Marauder is a little bit lost. Not the first time today, by the way. That Heart's rally points are a little messed up.
Marauder heard the legend of the very angry Nexus. And he's like confirmed.
I heard Mr. Bitter said Nexus 5 kills. I want to check it, and then suddenly.
Nope, 6.
7. You know, Ben, like I love Hart, and I think he's a fantastic Terran, but this has been happening too many times today. His units just keep being rallied into wrong places and multiple times. It might not seem like a big thing, but if you lose 4, 5, 6 units all the time on the wrong moment,
yeah, it adds up.
It definitely adds up.
We've said in the past that StarCraft's a game of small advantages.
That was your favorite saying. Like you've made a career out of that little sentence, or like those 3 sentences. For 3 years long, every single cast I ever did, Bitter spit out that little sentence.
It's my one knowledge bomb.
And people are like, wow, Mr. Bitter, such a cool caster. He's right, man. It's a small advantages.
If you get enough small advantages, Kev, it adds up to a big lead.
And with that big lead,
you can win games.
Oh, you're a very smart guy. It's a privilege to work with you.
Oh, man. So Hart on the move once again. 144 supply. Of it, 92 army supply.
And it's starting to get a little closer to what we spoke about earlier. Like this 3rd command center was, of course, a little later than we thought it was going to be. But double starport is down. He's producing 3 Vikings at a time. He's already pulling SCVs. How many Vikings we have right now? 8 against 8.
Maybe
Phoenix,
they're just transferring. Tell me they're just transferring.
Yeah, I hope so, because this is not your moment, right, Hart? Your moment might be
good.
Like 2 minutes from now on, might be Hart's moment. That's basically the timing that we spoke about before. He's gonna fight with an overwhelming amount of Vikings. He's gonna max out on bio, no ghost, nothing funky like that, and he's gonna have to take a fight before Storm. And I think this time, man, it's possible. This is not a very easy map to force field either. I can't wait to see how this unfolds.
It will definitely come down to the force fields. Colossus count's not that high yet, and the Viking count will be overwhelming. Like you said, he's got 12 against 9 Phoenixes now.
And 3 more on the way.
Still producing 3 at a time, so it's going to be 15, maybe even 18.
Good little scout there by Jim. Sees the army. Pretty big army.
So Hart.
And right now, like if Hart only had our vision, his life would be so much easier. Then he would say, all right, I got 1 more minute. But right now he might just go for it really soon. While you know, nothing is gonna make Jim's army a lot stronger real soon.
Oh,
he picks up his Phoenix immediately. He can do that again. So here we go, big stim.
Yep, and this is a super wide open area. Force fields are not going to be that effective. Vikings doing great work. What are you doing, Hart? You're really dancing with your whole army and not doing that much damage. I think he might have done it, Kevin. I think Hart's got an overwhelming number of units, and this time, wow, the Phoenixes still win the air battle, but the Colossi all melt away. And very intelligent. Hart was scanning that whole time.
Okay, but it's not over. Okay, it's looking really good. Do we have Mothership Core now? Mothership Core is down as well. You know, you could have asked Savvy, Jim, why were you standing there? Did you really have to do that? Anyway, he's going to warp in more and more Zealots. He's losing a lot of probes. I think there is too much DPS in this army of Hart. But we have to ask, you know, Jim, the question, why?
Yeah, why there? Why not fight in a choke when he can actually make use of force field?
Not a single force field was given this fight.
That's funny. That's a good joke. As third base will get picked off, good game will get called, and Hart evens it up at 1 each. We ain't